Hi, my name is Shaun Levitan and I'm the Tournament Director of the 15th Annual African Youth Chess Championship. I was asked to help out with just looking at the budget because these are tournaments where things can go wrong very quickly. There's a lot of expenses, very uncertain income, and I was just asked, would I mind having a look at the spreadsheet, the budget, and giving an opinion on it. And I think one thing led to the next, and from really just giving an outsider's input, I suddenly became the tournament director. I think the core team is about 5 or 6 people, but the whole team is probably closer to 12 or 13. So that's like the amazing thing about living in the year 2024 and being given the job of tournament director. I literally went on to ChatGPT. I had the 4.0 version and I started to play with images that could be used as a mascot for African youth. Of course, there are a lot of duds and a lot of iterations and a lot of can you change this or make the colors move. But what you have as the result over here is ChatGPT created artificial intelligence mascot. I think it's a lot about unity. I think it's, for South Africa, this is a really, really important event. We've been in the wilderness for a long time because of our chess politics. Kids have been deprived the opportunity to play. At last year's Africa Youth, up until literally the day before, kids were waiting for a yay or nay on whether they were going off to Egypt. And this has really been the history, whether you get selected, whether you don't, whether there was an official competition to qualify, whether you went through an academy. And I think there's been so much uncertainty in recent times that just to have an event in your own backyard, to be excited, to be able to field the most number of people, for a South African, it's a really big deal. And for those that aren't part of it, hopefully they're still cheering that it was here, and hopefully we're showing ourselves and the rest of Africa that we're ready for such events and that the break between this one and the next one will not be nearly as long as it's been. So what's exciting about 14 years ago today for most people in the world is that it was the 2010 World Cup. And in fact, South Korea were playing Brazil at Ellis Park. And it was a big, big day just to be hosting the World Cup, and quite a big day if you were someone living in Johannesburg because everyone wanted tickets to play Brazil. It also happened to be the day that my wife's water broke. She was pregnant with twins. It was an unexpected arrival. They came about 6 weeks early, very prem, and we were stuck on a highway trying to get to the hospital that was the same route that you took to get to the soccer stadium. So I can tell you, literally, 14 years ago to this thing, I was sweating, and 14 years later, I'm still sweating. So, and both because of 2 boys, twin boys, who are now playing in this tournament. I'll be back.